Hey! You useless ugly woman! How can you call yourself a wife? Where's my dinner? There's nothing on the table and the refrigerator is completely empty. What am I supposed to eat? Why haven't you done anything?
You can't ask, where's my dinner? You ate it already! You ate dinner last night and then went out drinking with your friends, and when you came home drunk, you ate everything I prepared for today. You've eaten pretty much everything I bought for this week's dinners already, and all the instant noodles I bought for our late-night snacks. Can you imagine how surprised I was when I woke up this morning and there wasn't any milk left for our cereal or coffee? I had to go out and get more before I could have my shower.
Why should I care if you had to go out early? Why didn't you go to the supermarket and get more food to make today's dinner? That's basically your only job in this house. It's what wives do. Your job is to make sure our dinner is ready on time, and that's all. You're completely useless.
That's not very nice. You caused me a lot of problems this morning. Can't you control your drinking a little bit? Then maybe you won't feel the need to eat everything in the house. I was almost late for work because of you. And I had to buy our breakfast from the convenience store. Otherwise, your brother wouldn't have had anything to eat.
Oh, shut up. I really don't have the energy for your complaining today. This is your fault for not buying enough in the first place. You should buy more food than you think you need, and then you won't run out. But this is all beside the point. I'm hungry. What am I going to do about my dinner?
Well, you'll have to buy something from the store because I'm sorry, but I can't do anything about it now.
You're a complete waste of space. Fine, I'll buy something. But if you're going to make me buy my own dinner, why don't you at least leave some money for me? You never think of these things. Can't you learn what it means to look after your family?
I gave you money yesterday. Why can't you use it a bit more responsibly? I don't earn a lot and we have to be really careful at the moment with you being out of work. Did you spend all the money I gave you already? Did you go out and spend all of that on alcohol in one night? I thought you would at least have enough that you could afford your own dinner today. I gave you $100.
Oh, come on. I can't go out drinking with my friends and not spend a little bit of money. Of course that's not enough. I've only got about $10 left now. What can I get for that?
Did you guys play poker again? I've warned you, you're going to have to stop that. You always lose. It's a waste of money.
Don't start trying to tell me what to do. You don't have the right. If I want to have a friendly game of poker and a few beers with my buddies, I should be able to enjoy myself without you moaning about it all the time.
That's not the point. There'll still be time for you to enjoy yourself once you've got a job. I told you to save some of that money in case you need to go for an interview or something. How are you going to get a job when you're being so irresponsible? Every single time you ask me for money, I tell you to put it to good use and you always ignore me. When are you going to learn?
Oh, you're so annoying. You think because you're a wife you can tell me what to do? I don't think so. A woman should listen to a man. And don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. I can win that money back whenever I want. I'm just being good to my friends. Perhaps I might listen to you if you were a bit better looking, but you're so ugly I'm embarrassed to be seen with you. You just shut your fat mouth and concentrate on working and making my dinner. Maybe you could eat less and then we wouldn't have a problem. And I ran out of cigarettes, so you'll pick some up on your way home if you know what's good for you.
You're unbelievable. Hey, Christopher. It's about Richard. Do you remember the stuff I told you last time? It's just getting worse. Do you think we can do something about it? I know last time you said to let you know if he doesn't get any better.
Hey, what do you mean, do something about it? Have you got anything in mind? What has he done this time?
It's just more of the same. He went out and got drunk with his friends and blew all of the money I gave him playing poker. Then he came home and ate pretty much everything in the house. That's why there wasn't anything in the fridge this morning. And he keeps calling me names. I don't know if he says the same stuff to you, but when no one else is there, he calls me ugly and fat. Now he seems to think I'm his own personal catering service and my only job is to cook for him and go out and buy the things he wants. You're his older brother. He respects you. I thought maybe you could talk some sense into him, but it doesn't seem to have worked. Can you try again?
I see. Yeah, I did try to talk to him about the way he treats you. I guess he didn't take me very seriously. But I think we should try and have a little understanding for his situation. After all, he did just get laid off because of the recession. And he lost his apartment because he couldn't afford to keep it, so now he's living with his brother's family. It must be stressing him out. He's always been quite proud, so it must be affecting his self-esteem, and maybe he's projecting that stuff onto you. Don't you feel a little sorry for him?
Sure. I feel bad for him that he lost his job, but I'm trying to be there for him and he just keeps rejecting my help. He won't look for a new job, and anything I suggest he just dismisses straight away without even considering it. He said he would just stay here until he gets a new job, but so far he's just taking my money and going out drinking and gambling with his friends. I don't think he's even applied for any jobs yet. It makes me wonder if he really wants to get a new job or just sponge off others for the rest of his life.
I know what you mean. But he's the youngest of 3 brothers, so I guess when we were growing up, he was probably babied a little. I admit he can be a bit selfish, but when he puts his mind to something, he gets it done. I think if we give him a bit more time, he'll figure it out. Can't you just be kind to him and let him get on with it for a little while?
It's not like he's just being a little bit selfish, though. He's being really cruel to me. When you're around, I think he acts more sensible. You guys get on so well and he doesn't want to offend you. But every day that he lives at our house, he seems to get worse. At first, it was just a little offensive, but recently it's getting abusive. I'll have to show you the kind of stuff he texts me. Do you think he has me confused with his own wife? He treats me like I'm his servant or something.
Maybe you're just reading too much into it. He might be a bit mean sometimes, but I don't think he's actually abusive. I know Mom spoiled him as well, so perhaps he just got used to treating women a bit roughly. Go easy on him. And even if you're just his sister-in-law, he thinks of you as family. That's a good thing, isn't it? He's basically your little brother. Can't you just be nice and cut him some slack until he gets back on his feet? Please?
It's not just that he's spoiled, though. He's downright cruel. I'll have to show you these messages when I see you. I get the feeling you're not listening to me. Wait till we get home and I'll show you what I mean.
Sure, okay. My break is almost over now, so I have to get back to work. I'll talk to you later, okay? Love you.
See you later. Love you. Richard! Have you been in my room? It looks like someone's been through all of my stuff in here. Everything is all over the floor. I thought we'd been robbed. What's going on? What have you done? Were you looking for something?
What are you whining about now? Are you sure you didn't just get home and scare the robbers away with your ugly fat face?
I would bet all my money it was you that did this, so just explain yourself. I don't have to put up with this. What have you done?
The extra allowance you gave me wasn't enough, so I had to look to see if I can find your secret savings or anything that might make some money at the pawn shop. There wasn't any cash around, so I took the most expensive looking thing. I sold your engagement ring and I'm going to win my money back at poker, or whatever.
How dare you take my belongings and sell them and take the money for yourself? That's stealing! My engagement ring was incredibly precious to me. You have to go back to the shop and tell them you made a mistake.
No way. It fetched a pretty decent amount. I'm going to have a good time tonight. Even ugly wives have their uses sometimes.
You have got to be kidding me. There's no way I'm going to let you get away with this. You can't just steal my engagement ring and sell it. Your gambling is out of control. You could go to prison for this, Richard. I'm serious.
Oh, come on. What are you getting so worked up about? We're a family. What's yours is mine, and if I choose to spend it, I can. You need to learn to respect the men in your life. If I make a decision you're too stupid to understand, that's not my fault. You can't be getting this upset over a ring that was only worth $1,000.
Are you serious? It should have been worth way more than that. Not only have you sold my ring, but you've only got a fraction of the value of it. And you're calling me stupid at the same time? This is unbelievable.
It was worth $1,000. The guy said so. Anyway, if you don't want me to sell it, you should have given me more money when I asked you to. I could barely survive on what you gave me.
What do you mean you could barely survive? We provide all of your meals and you aren't paying anything towards the household expenses. What else do you need money for?
Are you saying you don't have enough money? Because you could try going out to get some evening work. I'm sure some bars are hiring. Although you might be too ugly to work at one of those. Maybe you could do the cleaning. You're a horrible person. Do you know that? Excuse me? How dare you talk to me like that? Do you have a problem with me?
Of course I have a problem with you. How could anyone not have a problem with this kind of treatment? I'm not just going to sit here and quietly let you walk all over me like this. Who do you think you are? You're living in my house, not contributing anything to the household, just eating everything in the refrigerator on a regular basis. You waste all the money I'm being asked to give you on drinking and gambling as though it's your God-given right and not something we're doing out of charity. And now you've stolen my engagement ring and sold it to fund your gambling habit. Congratulations! You finally found my limit. I can't deal with you anymore. You're just an idle, good-for-nothing loser who leeches off other people and takes advantage of his family. How can you act like you're so much better than me just because you happen to be born male? Your attitude is absolutely unacceptable, and I'm going to make sure you learn to respect the women in your life.
You've got no right to talk to me like that. You're just a woman. You have no authority in your husband's house. There's no way you're going to be teaching anyone any lessons, so why don't you just shut your face?
Oh, shut up and don't think about talking back to me. I'm done hearing your stupid, outdated opinions. And I'm not your wife, so you can't order me around or expect me to do anything for you. I'm your older brother's wife, and I deserve the same kind of respect you show your brother. Don't get confused and start acting like you're the head of this household, because you're just a parasite we can't seem to get rid of yet. Living with you is like pouring money down the drain, and to be perfectly honest, I think I prefer that if I thought I wouldn't have to put up with your garbage anymore.
Hey, hold on a second.
When you got fired and kicked out of your apartment, Chris said we would just let you stay until you found a new job and got back on your feet. But you aren't looking for a job. You eat way more than anyone else in the house, and you spend all your time drinking with your friends. You just pester me for money all the time, and now you're stealing from me. Christopher asked me to be kind to you and look after you for a while. He made all kinds of excuses for you. But I have absolutely lost all patience with you now. I'm done. I don't have anything left to give. You'll be out of my house by the end of the day today if it's the last thing I do. I don't care if you don't have anywhere to go or any money to buy food. You've really crossed the line. You can sleep on the street for all I care.
That's no way to talk to a member of your husband's family. You're talking about respect, but I haven't had any from you, so I don't know why you think you deserve it. I'm going to talk to Christopher about this. I'm sure he'll take my side. Do you think he'll want to stay married to someone as rude as you? You'll be divorced in no time once I've told him how you talk to me. Is that what you want?
Oh, you think your brother has any power over me? You seem to have a lot of confidence when you talk about him. You should make sure you really know where you stand. Both you and your brother. Whose house do you think you're living in right now?
It's Chris's house, isn't it? What are you saying? Did you guys buy that house together or something?
No, you shouldn't assume stuff like that. Actually, I was given that house by my grandfather when I was in college. When Chris and I got married, he was renting, so we decided he would just cancel his contract and move in with me. Do you understand what position you're in now?
I guess. Is that true?
Of course. I expect Chris told you it was his house or something, didn't he? He probably thought that would make him look cool. It's actually mine. It's my name on all the documents. So I really think I don't have to put up with an idiot like you for any longer if I don't want to. You can stop pretending like you and your brother have some kind of power over me. You think you're going to scare me talking about divorce? Please. It would be my pleasure to divorce your useless brother. The whole time you've been staying with us, he's been making stupid excuses for you and protecting you at my expense. I've lost patience with it. I'm getting rid of both of you. Consider yourself thrown out with the trash. I never want to see you again, so take your stuff out of my house and don't come anywhere near me ever again.
You can't mean you want me to move out today. I can't just find somewhere else that quickly.
Oh, but I do mean it. Especially the part where I said I don't care if you have to sleep on the street. You can't stay in my house. I really can't deal with having you and your idiotic attitude and awful habits around me anymore. I can't stand your blatant, ignorant opportunism, and I'm not going to let you take advantage of me.
But I really don't have a job or anywhere to go right now.
What about your wonderful friends that you hang out with every night, drinking and gambling away my money? Actually, wait a second. I could have a use for you. As bait.
What do you mean?
My dad's dad owns a company that has something to do with fish farming. You seem like a completely useless loser that just leeches off others and never pays his own way. Perhaps I could have them turn you into fish food. The world would probably be a better place without you in it. I'd be doing everyone a huge favor.
What is this? Are you threatening me? Is your family in a gang or something?
It's probably best if I don't say any more about that in a text message. I have to be able to deny it, don't I? But I'll have a word with my grandfather for you. Some guys might come round and pick you up tomorrow if you're still at my place. It might be good for you. You'd at least have a job for the rest of your life, however short that ends up being. I think my grandfather would be so pleased to finally meet you. I've been telling him all about how you treat me. And the fish would be so well fed. It would be a great yield this year. What do you think?
I'll pass, thanks. I'll leave, so don't worry. You won't see me around anymore. I'm sorry I sold your stuff. I'll do my best to get it back, okay? I don't think you need to say anything more to your grandfather about me.
You're not very good at apologizing, are you? It's almost as if you didn't realize you'd done anything wrong until I threatened you with my family. But you ought to have some time after this to think about your behavior and try to improve. Maybe in your next life you could try to grow into a reasonable adult instead of an overgrown man-baby. That is, unless you get reincarnated as a slug, which is probably more likely.
I'll do my best. Helen, what's happening? What did you say to Richard? He called me just a moment ago and I could have sworn he was actually crying. He was trying to hide it, though. I think you really offended him. He seemed like he was almost afraid of you or something. Did you threaten him?
What? So what if I did? Do you have a problem with it?
Did you? What happened between you guys?
What does it matter anyway? I'm sick of your idiot brother. I told him to get out of my house, and the same goes for you. I don't want either of you around anymore.
What? Are you serious? Hold on a second. You can't just throw your husband out of your house without so much as a warning. Can't you at least explain to me what's happening? This is too sudden.
What do you mean it's sudden? Haven't you been listening to me at all the past few weeks? Are your ears made of cloth or something? I told you so many times that I was losing patience with him. I told you exactly how badly he was treating me and that I wasn't going to put up with it for much longer. You can't start telling me now that you think this is out of the blue because I gave you plenty of warning. Did you think I would just put up with that loser forever? You guys are so similar. I guess stupidity runs in families.
But I thought you could just try and avoid each other. Perhaps if you didn't get in each other's way too much, you would get along. He's having a tough time as well right now. You were supposed to be taking it easy on him.
I did all of that. That resulted in him selling my engagement ring so he could spend the money on playing poker and drinking with his friends. That's unacceptable, and you can't try and deny that.
He did what?
Oh, I guess he didn't tell you anything about that when he called you crying just now. He's still trying to make it look as if I'm mistreating him and he hasn't done anything wrong. That's why you've ended up with such a one-sided view of his behavior. You only believe what he says and you don't take me seriously. Now you're in this situation and you have to admit it's your fault for not listening to your wife. You were about to try and blame me, weren't you?
I wasn't trying to blame anyone. I'm stuck in the middle of you guys. I just want you to get along. I thought if you didn't think Richard was so bad, you might cut him some slack.
Well, you thought wrong. Richard was treating me like garbage and you just sat back and watched him. I was trying to save you face, so I put up with it for a while. But that's the last straw, Chris. I finally reached my limit. I was so mad when I got home and saw he'd been through all my stuff looking for money or things to sell. He's got a problem. Don't you see that? I think he must be addicted to gambling or something. He needs to get help. But that's not my responsibility. He's a grown man and he completely betrayed our trust. I let him stay in my house and he stole from me. There's no way I'm going to go easy on a loser like that. He needs to learn that he can't treat women any way he wants to. And if he needs to get help, then this is just the right kind of wake-up call. Hopefully it'll make sure he admits he's got a problem. So far, he's just been shirking his responsibilities and refusing to change his ways, but that has to stop, Chris. And I think it's time for us to part as well. You've never supported me when I needed it, and this is just the latest in a long line of reasons I want you out. So you can pack up your stuff. I don't want to see you again.
Just wait a second, Helen. You've got to give us time to talk about this. I honestly think there's been some kind of misunderstanding here. Please, can't you give me some time to figure this out?
You want me to give you time and listen to your excuses? I really don't want to. For one thing, I've given you plenty of time since I first told you what Richard was doing, and you haven't done anything to sort it out. And you've never listened to me, so how can you ask me to listen to you? It's not fair. I hate always feeling like you're mocking me by pretending to hear what I'm saying and then never doing anything about it. You've taken advantage of my patience for far too long. I'm done. I'm putting all of your and Richard's stuff into garbage bags and I'll put it outside the house. I guess if you don't come to collect it in the next couple of days, the trash collectors will come and take it away, so make sure you get here quickly. Bye, Chris. My lawyer will be in touch. Chris and Richard hurried back to my house after that and tried various things to convince me not to throw them out. They even brought my engagement ring, which I think Chris bought back from the pawn shop. Eventually, I called my brothers and got them to come over and convince Chris and Richard to get lost. But it was probably overkill. Chris knows my brothers do MMA, so when he saw me holding the phone, he decided he wasn't going to stick around. My brothers came and helped Chris and Richard to get all of their stuff loaded into their friend's truck, and I think they just drove straight home to their parents' house. When the losers had left, me and my brothers went out and I bought them a few drinks at the local bar. It was a pretty expensive night, because I have 3 brothers and they all like to drink. But it was worth it to see Chris and Richard driving away like that. By the way, my family isn't in a gang or anything like that. They're just regular people who have a fish food business and happen to like martial arts. I think my grandfather eventually found Richard a job at one of his fish farms. It's not the kind of work I'd want to do myself, but I think Richard was desperate. It's nice of my grandfather to do something like that for a guy I threw out of my house. But he said he'd actually been on the lookout for new staff, so it worked out well. And I hear they're making Richard work pretty hard for his paycheck. I just hope they're teaching him to respect other people. I do know that Richard is living with his parents and they have him on curfew so he can't go out drinking or gambling. If that doesn't work, they're sending him to rehab. After I threw Chris and Richard out, Chris managed to get me and my parents to sit down with him and his parents. He was really apologetic, and eventually we agreed to give the marriage a little more time before we decide to get a divorce or not. At the moment, we're living separately. Chris's parents said they'd try and teach him about listening to his wife. At the moment, he's living with his older brother's family. He said his older brother's wife makes him sit down to dinner every day and lectures him on the importance of mutual respect in a marriage. I think by now he might be really missing our old life. I'll find out next weekend because he says he wants to take me out on a date. I just want to be listened to and feel like my opinion counts for something in my own house. If he makes me feel like I'm worthless again, I'll get rid of him for sure. At the moment, I'm just enjoying living by myself for a while, though. It's nice to have the place to myself with no one to cook and clean for. I'm going to take the opportunity to finally get around to doing some of the things I've always wanted to do for myself. And if Chris does move back in here, Hopefully, we'll have a healthier balance in our married life. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content. See you next time.
Hey, Thomas! What the heck, dude? So, what's the deal? Do you really have a girlfriend? Like, for real? When did this happen? And why didn't I know about it? Wait, what? Harry, what do you want? I'm kind of busy at work, which is what you should be doing too. And you shouldn't be texting me at all. Didn't you call out of work so you could spend the day binge watching some stupid show? That's so irresponsible of you, man. Dude, you're still in your 1-month trial period. Are you trying to get fired this quickly? If you don't actually get your crap together and work, they're never going to bring you on permanently. Bruh, that is really none of your business, alright? Look, I'm just going to try and be completely straight with you. The boss knows that we went to high school together, so he keeps asking me about you. He thinks we're good friends or whatever. He keeps asking all these, weird questions about your past as if I would know. Like your work history and stuff. And I didn't really know what I should say, so I've kind of just been avoiding it whenever he asks. But I'm not sure how long that's going to satisfy him. Our CEO is pretty persistent when he wants answers. Besides, it took you a full year of job searching to finally land this one, so I suggest that you maybe don't go messing it up so early. You need this, remember? They're really taking a chance on you, so start pulling your weight. Oh, come on, lighten up. You know enough about me to tell the boss what he wants to hear. Just do your best, man. And there are more important questions at hand. Like, do you really have a girlfriend? It wasn't a lie. Is that really all you care about? If that's it, then yeah, I do. We've been seeing each other since our freshman year of university. Wait a minute. That means you guys have been dating for over 10 years. Whoa, that's crazy. Yeah. That sounds about right, I guess. Wow, dude, that's a really long time. Yeah, I'm pretty lucky I was able to find someone so young. Saves me a lot of trouble now. It's hard to find good partners who aren't already taken these days. Okay, so then why haven't you gotten married yet if you guys are so into each other? I mean, you make decent money at the company. It wouldn't be totally weird if you settled down and started a family and all that. Jeez, you sound like my mom. But I mean, yeah, we're heading in that direction. Oh, really? Well, that's all I wanted to know. I'm sorry, why is this any of your business in the first place? Huh? Oh, yeah, no, I was just curious because Valentine's Day is coming up and all, and I was wondering if you were going to be spending it with anyone special. WTH? Don't worry, it'll all make sense soon. Alright. See you at work then. Hey, Thomas! Dude, I know who your girlfriend is now. What? My girlfriend? Oh, really? Yeah, you didn't tell me she was absolutely gorgeous. How did you bag that? I don't think that's any of your business. And also, how in the world did you find out who my girlfriend is? Are you serious right now? I'm not stupid. She works at the same company as us. How was I not supposed to eventually find out? Duh. The same company? I think you might have the wrong person. I don't know where you're getting your information from, but it is definitely wrong. Wait, that's not your girlfriend? Who are you talking about? My girlfriend works at a completely different company and went to a different high school from us. I highly doubt who you're thinking about is my girlfriend. Plus, the first time I brought her to my hometown was during the new year. There's literally no way you would have run in the same circles. Yeah. Look, man, I totally get it. She's beautiful. I mean, if she were my girlfriend, I wouldn't want anyone to know so they couldn't steal her from me. But you have to just admit that you've been exposed. Okay, now I'm very confused. Who are you talking about? Come on, man, keep up. I'm talking about your girlfriend.
Okay, I'm going to need a little more information to go off of, Harry. Why do you think this person is my girlfriend? And where are you getting this false information? Like, give me something. At least tell me her name. Bruh, it's your own girlfriend. You know her name. I don't need to remind you. Well, considering the fact that I am 99% sure you are not talking about my girlfriend, I think it would be imperative to share this little fact. Well, I would, but I gotta drive my girlfriend back to her place, so I gotta go. Oh. Harry, I didn't know you had a girlfriend too. What the hell? Dude, have you met me? Of course I'm taken. You crack me up so much. It's always so entertaining talking to you. Like you thought I didn't have one? There is no way you could be that dense. You know, I feel like you're really treating me like crap. Talking to you is like talking with an alien. You don't make sense most of the time. Whatever, man. Well, this has been super fun, but like I said, I have things to do. Peace out. Oh, and before I forget, I have some files I never finished and sent over to the boss man, but you can do that for me, right? Thanks, man. Wait, what? Oh, and I think I remember you saying you would do yesterday's too, so make sure you get on that. Wouldn't want to get in trouble, you know. What? What have you been doing at work this whole time? You mean the presentation that you were assigned as part of your probationary period isn't done? Do you even want this job? Do you know how many strings I had to pull to get you that interview in the first place? I'm not going to do it for you. We're the same age, so it's basically like you should be on a probationary period too, right? That would be the most fair and make the most sense. No. I've been here 4 years already. I'm definitely not at the same level as you are. You're literally still on probation. Whatever. This is a waste of my time. I have more important things to do. Gotta go. I want to catch up on some of my shows. What the heck, Harry? Do it all yourself by tomorrow. It's your responsibility. This is not my problem. I'm not doing it. Hey, Thomas. We're still on track for this afternoon, right? Oh, hey, Lisa. Yeah, planning on it. Do you think you'll have to stay late today or anything, or can I expect that you'll actually be able to leave your work a little earlier for our trip? Is that jerk at work gonna try to dump more of his work on you again? You know how unfair that is of him to do that to you, right? Nah, Harry's off today. Thank goodness. So that means that I should have no problems getting off at work early at 3 today. Oh, okay, great. Then I'll meet you at the airport at 5? Our flight's at 7:30, so I wanted to give us plenty of time so we're not rushing. I'm so excited for our vacation. Yeah, that sounds good. Everything all right on your end, too? Are we all set for the trip? Yep, all set. I just finished packing up. All right, then I'll see you at the airport. Have a great rest of your day at work. Can't wait for our trip. Thanks, babe. You too. Yo, Thomas! You know what tomorrow is, right? Valentine's Day. Yeah, I'm aware. Not to mention, you've brought it up like 500 times already. What about it? Also, you've been like super sus these past few convos we've had. Like you're completely trying to evade all of my questions. What gives, dude? Well, that's because there's something really important that I've been keeping from you. When I tell you, you're going to freak out. Although, to be fair, it's kind of your own fault for not noticing earlier. But I am super smart, though, so I can't blame you too much. You're kind of an airhead, no offense. You know, just because you say no offense doesn't make it any less offensive. Now what the hell are you going on about? Well then, since you asked so nicely, I guess I'll give in and finally tell you. Your girlfriend is totally mine now. Huh? What nonsense are you spewing now? I suppose I can't expect you to believe me right away. I did just kind of drop this truth bombshell on you out of nowhere. You'll finally realize on Valentine's Day tomorrow. So I hope you enjoy your holiday. I know I certainly will.
What? Thomas! Today's Valentine's Day. Do you ever sleep? You're too funny. So, did you get some chocolates from your girlfriend? No, she didn't give me any chocolates. That's what I thought. So, you finally get it, right? Get what? Dude, I'm getting really tired of all your riddles. Well, I hate to tell you this, but your girlfriend gave me her favorite chocolates instead of you. On Valentine's Day. Making sense now? Sorry I stole your girlfriend. Oh, who am I kidding? No, I'm not. Sucker! What are you talking about? I received a gift too. Huh? The only reason she didn't give me chocolates is because she knows I've never been a big fan of sweets. It would have been wasted on me. So instead, on Valentine's Day, she usually takes me out to one of our favorite restaurants, or she'll bake me the chili pepper cookies I really like. So instead of her favorite chocolates, she gives me an experience we can share. We pretty much have the date down to a science, having been together for over 10 years and all. Ugh, yikes, man. I think she's actually brushing you off by not getting you chocolates. What? Well, Valentine's Day basically equals chocolates. She's pretty much showing you how much she doesn't like you if she does anything different. It's obvious that since she gave me the chocolates instead of you, that she wants me to be her boyfriend. Are you blind? She's pretty much confessing her love for me. I don't think that's the case here. It very much is. In fact, I'm about to take my girlfriend home. Once we both get off work, that is. Sorry, Thomas. I guess you lost this one. Sucks to be you. Did you kidnap someone? Because my girlfriend is sitting right next to me right now. We're literally on our honeymoon. What now? Yeah, my wife and I just finished dinner and we're about to go back to our hotel room. Your wife? Wait a damn minute. You got married? Yeah. Like 3 days ago. Our anniversary is the 11th, so that's when we decided to get married. We filed our marriage license and decided to take our honeymoon right after. Thought it would be extra romantic with Valentine's Day and all. Everyone at the office knew. It's why I left early that day. What? Oh, that's right. If I recall correctly, that's the day you happen to have off. Wait a second. If you're with your wife, then who the hell am I with right now? This is your wife, right? Dude, we've been over this. I can't tell you who it is if you won't even give me her name. Her name is Leona. Wait, Leona? Like the one who works in the General Affairs Department? Yeah. When I would eavesdrop on your conversations at work, you always would mention your girlfriend and you'd call her Lee or something. So obviously it makes sense that you were referring to Leona in General Affairs and you just called her Lee as like some nickname or something. I do call my wife Lee, but that's because her name is Lisa. Oh. Yeah, it's just a shorter version of her name. Besides, Leona is not my girlfriend, which you would have known if you weren't trying to be a secretive jerk about everything. And as I told you before too, Lisa doesn't work at our company, which I very clearly remember telling you about. Huh. I feel like you might have mentioned something similar to that. Although, if you had been more clear, we could have avoided this whole thing, so it's really all your fault. You should really work on your communication skills. And regardless, Leona still gave me chocolate for Valentine's Day. Plus, she is the daughter of the CEO, which means I can never get fired. I'm sorry, the daughter? Yeah, I can basically say I'll be the new CEO in the future now. I'm just gonna ask you one thing. Was that chocolate that she gave you in pink wrapping paper with a blue ribbon? Yeah? How'd you know that? Because if that's the case, I got one too. Wait, what? Yeah, she knew that I was going to be gone on my honeymoon, so she gave me mine early. She gave one to everyone at the office. Oh, she even gave me an extra one for my wife to welcome her to the family. What the hell? Yeah, so don't go feeling too special. You're not the only one who got the chocolate. Huh? And if you had been at the company for a while like I have, you would know that this is something that she does every year. No, you're lying. Yeah, and you know what else? Leona is not the CEO's daughter. She's his wife, dingbat. What? But she's so young and he's so old. How much older is he? Only like 8 years older, if I remember correctly. Wait, what? He looks so much older. How old is the CEO? Oh yeah, everyone always says he doesn't look his age, but he just turned 40. Seriously? Wait, are you... What? Are you stalking her? Didn't you already have some kind of problem with that in the past? What are you talking about? I heard from one of my old friends that went to the same high school as you that there was some stalking case when we were in high school that you were involved in. Apparently, it was pretty scandalous at the time. Didn't the girl end up, getting a restraining order on you and then you were forced to change high schools in the middle of the year? Sound familiar to you? Are you seriously doing the same thing again? Didn't you learn your lesson the first time? You have a problem. You should really be getting professional help. You need therapy and to sort out your stalker tendencies. You're being crazy. Oh, I'm the crazy one? You said you were with Leona and you were taking her home and all that, but you're actually stalking her, aren't you? Shut up, Thomas. You're just jealous. This is harassment. If I marry Leona, then I become the next CEO of the company. Do you hear how insane you sound? Don't think for 1 second that you can disrespect me this much and get away with it. Mark my words. Once we get married and I'm in charge of the company, I'm firing you. In what world are any of those events ever going to happen? I think your last 2 brain cells just died. How dare you speak like that to your future boss? No matter what way you look at this, it doesn't change the fact that Leona is in love with me. The chocolate that you claim she gave to everybody is completely different from the one she gave me. It might have looked completely the same, but it was her way of confessing their love for me. Confessing their love? Dude, chill for a sec. You have nothing to do with any of this. I didn't ask for your opinion, so keep your mouth shut. What do you want, Harry? Why do you keep trying to call me? You're never going to believe this. That scum. I just got fired. Oh, that. Yeah, I reached out to the CEO of the company. I just thought he'd want to know that his lovely wife was being stalked by an actual psychopath who was working at the company. He didn't seem very pleased when I told him about what you were saying. What the hell? Yeah, he opened an internal investigation, and I guess a lot of people were willing to come forward as witnesses and everything, so it wasn't hard for him to gather enough evidence to fire you. How dare you? I'm going to be the next CEO of the company, and you go and pull this crap? You think this kind of thing is going to fly with me? Harry? Did you even take a second to consider anything you're saying? First of all, if you wanted to marry Leona, you do realize that first you would have to divorce the CEO. Oh, right. And then once I marry her, I would become the CEO. No. The second that Leona divorces the CEO, she will literally have no connection to him in any way. It's not like she gets to take his position away and give it to the next person she married. Are you seriously that dumb? If anything, the fact that you married the CEO's ex-wife would make you basically his sworn enemy. You wouldn't be getting anywhere near that company, much less CEO of the company. Say what now? So explain to me again how you planned on becoming CEO of a company by marrying a woman who would have absolutely no ties to said company. Well, yeah, that is exactly what I thought. Besides, I don't think I've ever seen a more well-matched pair than those two. If they ever get divorced, then the world is probably ending. Seriously, they are the definition of a solid marriage. What the hell? You're lying to me! This isn't fair! You have got to be kidding me. I always knew you were egotistical and never listened to what anyone else said, but this is really taking it to the extreme. Were you dropped on your head as a baby? Multiple times? Where is your common sense? Do you have any? Wait, come on, Thomas. Look, I'm done dealing with you, all right? I don't really care what you have to say anymore. I'm deleting your contact from my phone and clocking your number. What? You mean you're not going to help me? I need you to fix this. What is wrong with you? Dude, but we're friends. I don't think so. I wouldn't call you my friend even if we were the last two people on Earth and my life depended on it. Okay, someone's being a little overdramatic. Like, seriously, it's not that big of a deal. You should really calm down. To you, maybe. But I don't need any of this crap. But I could definitely do without the stress that is you in my life. I don't think my mental health can take another conversation with an idiot like you. I can't take it anymore. You've ruined my life enough. Oh, come on. Please don't do this, Thomas. Oh, I'm doing it. Goodbye now. Leave me alone. And good riddance. Thomas! I honest to goodness hope I never have to see you again. Starting off with the CEO's wife, Leona, I was right about Harry. He was the one stalking her and had been doing it ever since he thought she was my girlfriend. Apparently, she didn't even notice she has a stalker until just recently, and she and her husband were in the middle of trying to figure out who it was. They were in the middle of their investigation when I came in with the information they needed to make everything fall into place. Since there was no actual harm to Leona, and since Harry didn't technically do anything yet, they couldn't go to the police about it. But after he was fired, Harry moved back to his hometown, far away from where the company was located, so the problem was quickly eradicated. Since my own parents live near Harry's, so every once in a while I'll hear something about him, and it doesn't seem to be going too well for him. Apparently, he started helping out at his family's temple and is practicing spiritual healing in the neighborhood. He's always complaining about all the work he's being forced to do, but his uncle is really strict with him, so there's no way he's getting out of it. They say the neighbors can hear him crying about his life from a mile away. As for me, well, I can confidently say that my work life has gotten a lot less stressful now that that slacker is gone. The new guy they hired to replace him is pulling more than his own weight, and I barely have to stay late anymore. The CEO was so impressed with me and my information that he recommended me for a promotion, which my wife and I were absolutely ecstatic about. If I get it, I promised her that we would take another vacation very soon. And honestly, as long as I never have to hear from Harry ever again, I'll be more than content.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed watching this video, make sure to give it a like and make sure to also follow for more similar content. If there's anything you would like to see on our channel, make sure to leave a comment below and tell us all about it. See you next time. Hey, Parker. Can I ask you a question?
Well, I'm kind of in the middle of work right now. What is it?
You know, it's my day off today, so I was cleaning our bedroom. I found an earring I don't recognize in our bed. It was stuck inside your pillowcase. I don't have any piercings, so it's definitely not mine. And it doesn't look like a guy's earring, so I don't think it's yours. Do you have any idea whose it is?
No, I don't know how it could have got there.
Are you sure? You're not cheating again, are you? It's only been a month since I caught you last time and you cried and apologized and said it would never happen again. I've just found someone else's jewelry in my bed, Parker. What do you expect me to believe? It's like you don't even care about me enough to hide it properly.
Look, I'm sorry. I do care about you. It's just an impulse. I can't really control myself. You know me by now, right? I would never do anything to hurt you. But I'm a guy. I have needs.
So you're not even going to try and deny it?
I really just can't help it, you know? And I can't deny it if you found an earring there.
I know, but you don't even try to spare my feelings. You said you'd never do it again. That's why I agreed to give you another chance.
I know. I'm sorry. But this girl is really crazy about me. It's like she's my stalker or something. She came round to our house without even being invited. And I told her to leave me alone, but she wouldn't leave. So she said just one time and then she would give up on me because I told her I'm married. So I did it just to get her to leave.
Oh, that's a nice story. Did you come up with that on the spot or did you have it prepared?
It's true. That's exactly how it was. I promise I'll never see her again after that. It's you I love, Ashley. Only you. It'll never happen again, okay? I already really regret it and I know I did wrong.
But this is the second time this has happened, and the second time you've promised. You've already broken that promise once, so how can I be sure it won't be the same this time?
Are you saying you can't trust me anymore? It's not possible for you to be with me if I keep doing this. I really can't change, Ashley. I swear. I'll see a therapist or something. I promise this time it'll be different. I'll do anything you want if you just give me one more chance. Please, Ashley.
Well, if you're really sure it'll be different this time, I guess I can think about giving you one last chance. If you get rid of this bed that you used to cheat on me and get the house professionally cleaned. I don't want to live with the thought of you and your mistress in my house and touching my things.
Of course. I can definitely get those things sorted. I'll order a new bed straight away. Thank you so much, Ashley. You won't regret this. I absolutely won't cheat again. I don't even want to. I swear on my life.
Fine, I've got it now. I understand you. Go ahead and get back to work. You're busy, right?
Thanks. I'll come straight home tonight. I love you. Phew, that was close. Elliot, wait till you hear this, man. Ashley just caught me cheating again. Like, not literally caught in the act or anything, but she knows it happened. I guess that's what happens when you cheat in your own house. You get found out far too quickly. Parker, do you really think you should be telling me this? Were you cheating again? You're such a piece of work, aren't you? Yeah, with a girl I found on Tinder. I don't think I'll see her again. It was just a one-time thing, but it was pretty fun. But you know what I think? I think she left her earring in my bed on purpose. She must have noticed she lost it, right? That's how Ashley found out, because she found the earring when she was cleaning. But it's fine. I just made up a bunch of excuses and apologized and said it wouldn't happen again, and she said it was fine. She's so naive. It's so easy to fool her into thinking I'll change. I'm never going to, though. This is just who I am. I'm not a monogamist. I don't know, man. What's the point in being married to a nice hot girl like Ashley and then cheating on her with some stranger you met on Tinder? I don't really understand you. She's going to divorce you if you don't sort yourself out. Oh, come on. She can't divorce me. She's an idiot. I mean, I've slept with 7 different women since we got married, and she's only found out about 3 of them. And those times were just because the woman did something stupid that led to me getting caught. And as long as I say, I love you and I can change, she'll just forgive me straight away. I know, but just because someone trusts you, it doesn't mean they deserve to be betrayed like that. Oh, don't be such a loser, Elliot. You're almost as bad as Ashley. You know, this time she said she would forgive me if I buy her a new bed? Can you believe that? She must be retarded or something. Didn't you have to buy a new bed last time as well? Do you enjoy apologizing and buying expensive stuff to try and make it better? If this keeps happening, it's going to be hard on your wallet as well as embarrassing. Well, I don't find it particularly embarrassing. In fact, most of my friends think I'm a legend. But if Ashley decides she wants a divorce, I have 2 problems. The first is that I work for her uncle and I'd probably lose my job. The second is that Ashley and I have a prenup because her family is pretty wealthy and our house belongs to her. So if we get a divorce, I get nothing. Compared to that, I think buying a new bed is a pretty good deal. Okay, it really doesn't make sense to me that you're cheating on her, dude. You're going to be so screwed when she finally dumps you. It's not like you get nothing anyway. Surely you'll just end up with what you had before you got married. But I didn't have anything when I got married. So stop cheating like you promised then. You really don't understand anything, do you? I'm not going to stop cheating. It's so boring to just be with one woman your whole life. Where's the excitement in just being in a relationship? The whole point of cheating, it's not really about whether you're seeing one woman or the other. It's about the thrill of being caught. It's exciting to wonder what's going to happen when Ashley finds out. It's fun to see if I can convince her to stay with me. It's all about the game, man. I can't believe you've never tried it. Haven't you ever placed a bet or risked something important to you? Imagine betting thousands of dollars on a game of blackjack or something like that. You get such a rush just from the thought of it, don't you? That's the kind of excitement I need in my life. It's just that women are my thing. I like to manipulate them and see what I can make them do. Can't you understand that at all? No, I can't. I don't understand it, and I don't really want to. But Ashley is such a pushover these days. It was more fun last time. She made me get down on my knees and beg, and she wasn't happy until I'd cried real tears. This time I just texted her that I was sorry and it wouldn't happen again, and she just rolled over and accepted it. I'm kind of disappointed she didn't try harder. But it's worth holding on to her. I couldn't live like this if I got a divorce. I'd have to go back to living in a small apartment. With Ashley, I can live in that nice house, and her parents sometimes give us money for extra little vacations and stuff. It's not bad. That's why I make sure she doesn't give up on me completely. I treat her nice sometimes. And then when I get bored of her, I just hook up with someone a bit more interesting. You're the absolute worst, Parker. I just think as soon as you let your guard down and get careless, you're going to get yourself in serious trouble. Don't worry about me, man. Ashley's so easy to control. She's such an idiot. And my parents live miles away. There's no reason to think they'll find out. And Ashley doesn't know them that well. I don't think there's any way she'd have the guts to talk to them about this. But I think perhaps after this, I won't be bringing any women home. It's not worth it if I get caught so easily. What's the point? I wonder what kind of woman I should meet up with next. There are a few I've been messaging on Tinder. One of them is a really hot redhead. I've never been with a redhead before, so it might be interesting. Let me know if you know any girls that might be up for it, Elliot. All our old college buddies used to say you were the best at picking up women. I'm not going to introduce you to any of my female friends. You're awful. Why would I want you to cheat on your wife with one of my friends? She doesn't have to be your friend, just someone you'd recommend, you know? I don't know anyone I dislike enough to set up with you, dude. But I really don't think you should get too arrogant about this stuff. It might come back to bite you in the butt one of these days. Don't come running to me when you get into trouble, okay? Ashley, where have you got to? I just got home and there's nobody here. All the lights are off. Are you in bed or something? Did you go out? What are you doing?
Oh, hey, Parker. Were you at work until late tonight? I hope you got home safe. I'm not home right now.
Really? Why? That's not great for me. I forgot to bring my house key with me this morning. It's kind of cold out, so can you get home quickly? I need you to open the door. Please?
Why are your house key and your car key not on the same key ring? I don't understand why you keep them separate. You forget your house key all the time, but you wouldn't if it was on your key ring where it should be. Anyway, that's beside the point. Your key doesn't even work anymore because I had the locks changed today.
What are you talking about? Are you mad about something?
I'm staying at my parents' place for a bit, but when I get back there, all of your stuff will be gone, I hope. I left a key with my lawyer so he can let you in when you pick up your stuff. But you're not sleeping there tonight, so you can forget about someone letting you in.
But I don't even have a phone charger with me. All I have is my work bag and these clothes I'm wearing. What's going on? Why are you suddenly so mad?
What do you mean, why? I've been mad for a couple of weeks. Haven't you noticed? Have you already forgotten the conversation we had? It all happened pretty recently. I can't believe you'd forget just like that.
Are you talking about the thing about the earring and me supposedly cheating on you? You said that was fine. It's all water under the bridge, isn't it? Besides, I never actually admitted to it.
Yes, you did.
No, I just said there's no point in denying it because you have the earring in your hands. I never said I did it. And anyway, I apologized and you accepted that and forgave me. You can't start attacking me now about something that's already over with. That's so childish.
You think it's over with just like that? You must be kidding me. I'm not stupid, Parker. I think you must have really underestimated me.
I have?
I think so. I mean, the woman you cheated on me with first was your old high school girlfriend, Kayla, right? Then the second was a woman called Jessica, who you met at a bar while you were out with your college tennis team. And the third was Anna, who was a sales associate at one of my uncle's clients. She doesn't work there anymore. She got fired because she slept with half the office. And the fourth was your friend's girlfriend, Emma. And the fifth, sixth, and seventh you met on Tinder. Haley, Linda, and Sarah. Sarah is the one you said came over to our house and refused to leave until you slept with her, right? And now you're seeing a college student called Georgina. She's dating a few different older men because they always pay for dinner and buy nice presents. You were at Georgina's apartment tonight, weren't you? That's why you're home late. It's not because you work late, as you would have me believe.
Why do you know all of that stuff?
Why should I not know all of it? I'm your wife, and it's my right to know what you get up to and with whom. Ever since you first started cheating on me, I've been hearing all about it from your friend Elliot. Didn't you know?
From Elliot? That traitor. What was he doing talking to you about me?
Well, to you, he might be a guy you met at university, but I've actually known him longer than that. We just never let on to you. Our parents used to take us skiing to the same resort, so we met as kids. I was so surprised when you introduced him to me as your college roommate. But he didn't really have to tell me much. He just confirmed what I already knew. You're so bad at hiding it, it's almost as though you wanted to be found out. And then you have the insolence to call me an idiot? I heard about that too. Let's be honest. I think you're the stupid one. To do all that knowing that when we get a divorce, you'll have absolutely nothing.
But you never said anything. I thought you never found out about those other girls. You only said you caught me when I was with Jessica and Sarah. You didn't know about the others at the time, otherwise you would have said something, right?
Just because I didn't say anything, it doesn't mean I didn't know. I had to speak to you about those two because you made it so disgustingly obvious. You brought those women into my house and used my own bed to cheat on me. Did that make it more exciting or something? Elliot showed me a picture of Sarah from her Tinder profile. I doubt she would have been very exciting by herself. Is that why you had to bring her home and sleep with her in my bed? To be honest, the reason I put up with this for so long is because I really don't care if you cheat on me. I haven't cared about you at all for a long time. I figured if you're cheating, at least you have something to entertain you so you don't keep trying to seduce me. You grossed me out and I don't want your hands on me. That's why I was happy to let you do what you want. But I don't like it when you bring other women into my house and let them invade my space like that. It's not just the cheating. I actually really don't like the idea of someone I don't know sleeping in my bed. It's unhygienic. That's why I made a point of telling you I found out, because I really wanted you to stop doing that.
So you knew about all of them? I don't believe it.
Of course I did. Like I said, I'm not a fool. But it kept you occupied and helped you relieve your stress. Whenever you went through a dry patch and didn't have anyone on the side, you always got really grumpy. So I thought it was better if I let you have your little amusement. I was all right with you seeing other women as long as it was outside of the house, and as long as you never caused any real trouble, or got an STI or anything like that.
So it wasn't that I was getting away with it. I was just being tolerated. Is that it?
Sure, that's basically it. Does that hurt your pride or something?
But I don't get it. If you knew about all of them and you didn't care, and you don't even like me anymore, why didn't you ask for a divorce?
Well, until recently, I still enjoyed living with you, because we still had our fun, even if you were cheating. I thought I could live with it if it was kind of like your hobby. But when you started invading my territory with these women and polluting my space, that's where I had to draw the line. And add that to the fact that you never noticed you were just being tolerated, but you still have the cheek to call me the idiot. I just can't stand that kind of stupidity. I'm ashamed to be with you now. Plus, I did think that after you were caught cheating in our house, you might stop doing that, but you just kept on with it. That's what annoys me the most, I think. I'm done with you now. I can't think of a single reason to stay with you. So I'm going to stay with my parents for a bit, and when I get back to my house, I hope to find every single trace of you is gone. Okay?
Are you serious? You haven't even given me a chance to defend myself. Let's talk about this for a minute.
Oh, come on, Parker. I've already put up with way more than any reasonable wife would. You can't argue against this. Besides, now you can go and cheat on me with as many women as you like. You'll be free. Oh, wait. If we're not married, it won't be cheating anymore, will it? You can just sleep with whoever you like, and I never have to know or think about it. But I think you should be careful of the kind of women who leave earrings at their boyfriends' houses on purpose. They're the ones to watch out for.
Wait, this isn't over. You haven't heard what I have to say. Listen to me for just a second, Ashley. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done any of that. I have a problem, but this time I promised to see a therapist, remember? You can't abandon me like this. I can change. I really truly swear I'll never cheat on you again.
Give me a break, Parker. I'm so bored of hearing that line. You don't really believe you can change. You just don't want to be by yourself.
No, really. I promise. I can quit it this time if you stick around to help me. Can't you just listen to what I have to say? I think we should talk about this face to face. Don't you? Where are you now? I'll come and meet you, so tell me where you are.
Oh, now you're asking the right questions. Where do you think I am? You'll never guess. If you can guess it right the first time, I promise to listen to what you have to say.
That's not fair. How could I guess where you are? Don't mess around. Just tell me. I want to see you.
Why don't you try using your brain for once? I don't think it gets much use. Okay, considering how stupid you are, I'll give you a hint. It's somewhere we can get to on the train.
The train? When do we ever get the train? Wait, are you at my parents' place? That's the only place I've ever been with you on the train.
That's right. I'm at your parents' house. I brought my lawyer. She's actually a friend of my old college roommate. And I brought a lot of the photos and hotel bills and credit card receipts I've collected. I'm sure your parents will be interested to see them. Then maybe after we've got the official business out of the way, we can sit on the porch and talk about what to do with you. You're about to find out just how few friends you actually have, Parker. Not even your mom is going to like you after this. But she always seemed to like me better anyway, so maybe it won't be too much of a shock.
What do you mean? Do you think my mom and dad will take your side? I'm their son.
Are you coming here then? Why don't you find out for yourself? We can all talk about it together if you like. But that's only if your mom agrees to let you back in the house. Come on, it'll be fun. Your mom said on the phone that your sister is here for the weekend with her kids. It'll be a big family party. Well, it's late now, so how about tomorrow? I'm sure everyone will still be here, and they'll still be super mad. We might even have time to plan some fun surprises for you.
Don't do this, Ashley. We can work this all out if you just give me a chance. Please?
After that, Parker kept calling and sending me so many messages that I had to block his number so I could get my phone to stop going off. My lawyer and I spent 2 hours or so talking to Parker's mom and dad before bed that night. It was really nice of them to ask us to stay over after everything they'd seen. I think Parker's mom kind of took pity on me when she realized what had been going on. His dad was really mad, and I thought he was going to get straight in his car and drive to wherever Parker was and fight him or something. When I showed them all the proof I had collected, they were pretty shocked about how much Parker was cheating on me. But they'd both always been so kind to me from the start. That's why I thought it was better that I explained everything and showed them the pictures instead of just suddenly telling them I was divorcing their son. If I hadn't shown them the proof, I think Parker probably would have just lied to them about why we broke up, and that wouldn't be fair. Parker turned up there early the next morning. It turns out he got an overnight bus because he didn't have anywhere to sleep anyway. When he got there, his dad wouldn't even let him in the house. His dad got out a baseball bat and threatened Parker with it until he cried. He never actually hit him with it, but Parker's dad can be pretty scary when he wants to be. I would have cried too if he was chasing me with a bat. I left the next day and filed for divorce from Parker 3 days later. He didn't want to sign the papers at first, but he realized pretty quickly that his only other option was to hire a lawyer, but he can't afford that now. Obviously, everything was pretty simple, because we just followed the rules we decided in our prenup. Parker ended up with nothing, which is what he started with. And on top of that, he lost his job at my uncle's company. His mom and dad were so disappointed in him that they threw him out, and the last I heard, he was a server at the local family restaurant. I'm so happy to think of him cleaning up after all those people and coming home stinking of French fries. After I said I was finally getting a divorce, Elliot admitted to me that he's had a crush on me for a while. I was pretty shocked that he never let on, but it's exciting. When my divorce finally comes through, we're going to go on a date. It sounds like Parker is having a tough time these days, but he brought that upon himself, so I guess he deserves it. I'm just looking forward to my future without him. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. And don't forget to leave us a comment in the comment section down below. We look forward to hearing your thoughts. See you next time.